Must visit places in Singapore. Asia. (10) Chinatown. A visit to Singapore is incomplete if you haven't been to Chinatown. One of the finest and must-visit places to visit in Singapore, Chinatown was initially an area of residence for several Chinese immigrants who arrived in the British colony in those days. This busy destination is best known for its authentic Chinese food, bright red lanterns and vibrant shops around every corner selling souvenirs and traditional Chinese products. This place also has impressive Sri Mariamman Hindu Temple and Buddha Tooth Relic Temple. These two are the major attractions in Chinatown, and to top this up, you cannot miss a visit to one of the most colorful Chinese temples, Tian Hock Keng. Built in 1820, this temple is the oldest Chinese temple in Singapore. The Maxwell Road Hawker Center brims with delectable food culture. Don't forget to grab a cost-friendly meal of laksa noodles or kaya toast from here. One of the most popular neighborhoods of Singapore, Chinatown is all about hustle bustle and authentic Chinese food and culture. 9. Orchard Road. One of the main shopping street of Singapore, regularly frequented by the locals as well as foreign tourists. It is the famous halting point for all the shopping aficionados. Orchard Road is 2.2-kilometer-long upscale shopping destination. You will find this place heavily packed with latest fashion and multiple stores. Named after the fruit orchards that the road led to, Orchard Road is flanked by malls, internationally renowned stores, numerous upmarket restaurants, coffee chains, cafes, nightclubs, and hotels. It is also the site of the official residence of the President of Singapore, the Astana. You can find it difficult to traverse through all the stores without having to stop and shop. Orchard Road is one of the major tourist attractions in Singapore, and apart from having big fashion labels, Prada, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Giorgio Armani, and Dior, there are also 4 movie theaters. So, while your lady goes off for shopping, you can relax and watch a movie in an IMAX. The place also includes a KTV karaoke. 8. Marina Bay Sands. The aspect of Singapore which qualifies it to be on the list of ultramodern cities in the world, Marina Bay is replete with architectural masterpieces. It is perhaps Singapore's most iconic building. Marina Bay Sands is a resort complex, ranked as the world's most expensive standalone casino property. It costed $5.7 billion to build, making it the world's most expensive building when it opened in 2010. The 55-story tower is home to the world's largest infinity pool and atrium casino. It has the finest options for dining in the region, and an ultra-luxury hotel to an upscale shopping complex with various international brands to offer. Marina Bay holds a lot in its realm to delight you with. If you have cash to splash, you can do everything from having a meal at a Michelin-starred restaurant to check out the view from the Sky Park. This resort complex has a massive Moshe Softy-designed mall, casino, convention center, endless collection of shops, theater, an art science museum and hotel. It also has an indoor skating rink made with synthetic ice. 7. Jewel Changi Airport. It might seem odd to tell travelers to hang out in an airport, but Jewel Changi is no ordinary airport, as it has been awarded as the world's best airport for 8 consecutive years. The transportation hub is also a nature-themed shopping, dining, and entertainment extravaganza designed by architect Moshe Softy. The project's highlights include the Rain Vortex, a 7-story tall indoor waterfall, an indoor forest with suspended walkways, and nearly 300 stores. This is a game-changer for travelers on layovers. It's so popular and so worth it that 20 airlines will let you check in a full 24 hours in advance just to maximize your time inside. 6. Jurong Bird Park. Jurong Bird Park is Asia's largest bird park, housing over 5,000 birds from around 400 varied species. Situated in the western part of Singapore, is one of the finest and must-visit places in Singapore. Spread across 20.2 hectares, the major highlight is the waterfall aviary, which is one of the biggest walk-in aviaries present in the world, and is home to 600 birds. As for the name, it comes from a stunning waterfall of around 30 meters. When at Jurong Bird Park, you get the luxury to be up and close with some of the rarest and prettiest feathered buddies in Singapore. 5. Singapore Flyer. Singapore Flyer is one of the major things that makes Singapore one of the top tourist destinations. It's the tallest Ferris wheel in Asia, which can hold 28 passengers in 28 air-conditioned capsules. Once in the wheel, you are bound to get the adrenaline rush of your life. While you ride the giant flyer, you would be able to notice the city from the top of the wheel, that is from the height of 165 meters. The height of 165 meters, which could also be compared with a 45-story building, offers you a spectacular view of the city below. Some of the famous places which you can spot from the flyer include Marina Bay, Merlion Park, Singapore River, Raffles Place, etc. If the magnificent and panoramic view of the city is not enough, the 30 minutes ride will surely make your day. And the best thing about the flyer is, despite it being the largest in Asia, its air-conditioned capsules eliminate the fear of height for most of the people. 4. Night Safari Singapore. This is the world's first safari park for nocturnal animals, and a wildly popular one at that. It's operated by the same group that runs the equally popular Singapore Zoo. The 86-acre reserve houses some 2,500 animals from 130 species, more than a third of which are endangered. Guests ride around the park on complimentary guided trams. The tour itself takes about 40 minutes and covers 7 themed geographic areas, but specific animal sightings are never guaranteed. On the weekend and with advanced booking, you can observe live tiger feedings. If you have the ability to walk some of the trails, do it. It'll get you away from the tourist scrum, and you're more likely to encounter reserved animals. 3. Singapore Zoo. Coveted as the world's best rainforest zoo, it is a major tourist attraction in Singapore. The zoo is home to more than 300 species that include orangutans, giraffes, koalas, zebras, parakeets, mole rats, white tigers, kangaroos, a Komodo dragon, and many other creatures. Perfect for a day's outing with family or friends, this is a great place to view the wild animals from different parts of Asia. Also, it's better that you visit during feeding time so that you can see these majestic beings out of their dens and caves. The zoo has been divided in different zones depending on the animal's habitat. In frozen tundra you can find species such as polar bears and raccoon dogs. In fragile forest you will find a rich rainforest filled with insects and beetles, as well as flying foxes, to name a few. Over at Primate Kingdom, you can see Java langurs, lion-tailed macaques, etc. A great way to make a day is Singapore Zoo offers other attractive things to do and see as well, like Splash Safari Show, orangutan exhibit, and jungle breakfast. 2. Singapore Botanic Gardens. Botanic Gardens are worth a visit while in Singapore. The charm and luscious greens of this place will make you feel refreshed. Being Singapore's first UNESCO World Heritage Site, this garden treasures rare and endemic species of exotic flora. This famous tourist attraction receives many nature lovers. The 82-hectare garden houses more than 10,000 species of flowering plants and trees. The prime attractions are the National Orchid Garden and Jacob Ballas Children's Garden. Botanic Gardens is carved into 3 main areas, or cores. The Tonglen Core is the oldest and the one visitors see first as they pass through the historic Tonglen Gate. The Tyersall Gallop Core is integrated into the park's existing rainforest, and the Bukit Timah Core is home to a children's garden complete with tree houses, a suspension bridge, and farm. The Singapore Botanic Gardens first opened in 1859, making them one of Singapore's oldest parks and